Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I'm Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, and thank you for stopping by. All right, guys, today we're going to talk about something that, I'll be honest, makes my heart smile. If you've been watching this channel for a while, you know that my heart, my passion is in the American self-reliance. We are a special people, not because of genetics, but because of the founding documents that we have, the rights that are guaranteed to us by the Constitution. It enables us to be self-reliant, and we don't depend on the government, unlike other people across the rest of the globe. This is a really big thing. Let me know what you guys think of this content in the field below, because this is, in my opinion, really, really important because it's starting to trickle out. What originally began in 2020 is 40 million guns were sold in the United States. 40% were sold to first-time gun buyers. That's a big deal. Now, if you've been watching this channel, you know that a very large majority of those people, about 40%, were either minorities or women. Okay, that's a big deal. Those are groups that traditionally have not gone to the gun world, but there's obviously a reason. Look at the political landscape. However, there's a byproduct that's really awesome in my opinion, because that self-reliance, that self-protection, I call it a red pill. You take it, you get a taste of that freedom, and you go, what else can I do? And then you translate into hunting, and now your food source is starting to become self-reliance as well. You're getting a better a relationship with your food source, you're going outside, you're happier, you're healthier, and you actually have a respect for what you're doing because you're involved in that harvesting process. Not everybody, I'm not saying you have to, but I am saying it does have an impact, okay? So the article we're going to talk about today is just that. There's a growing movement from field to table that has never seen the types of demographics that are in it before. And to me, this is an amazing thing. But let me know what you guys think in the comments field below, because I think this is the beginning of a self-reliance awakening that we have not seen in this country in a very long time. So, the article that I'm referencing for you guys today is Guns and Ammunition Sales Are Booming as Firearm Background Checks Surge, and the CEO of Vista Outdoors says millennials and women are leading the charge. Okay, so we know that. We've talked about that on this channel for a while now. For about 4 or 5 months, we've kind of highlighted and really been a running story around who's buying the guns, not only how many guns, right? It's a big piece. However, when you keep on going into the next pieces of information of what they're doing with the guns and how they're doing it, it's a really big deal, and this is actually translating directly to a country's direction. When the pandemic drove people outdoors, and even as restrictions on indoor gatherings are easing, people continue to express interest in outdoor activities such as hunting. And then it tells you the number of background checks, which we know about, right? The important thing here is what the Vista Outdoors CEO says. Now, Vista Outdoors is a company that is heavily reliant on the outdoors, hunting, fishing, camping, all those different areas of the outdoor space. Listen to what he said about this, and this is kind of the point of what we're talking about. Chris Metz, the CEO of Vista Outdoors, said new demographics have begun to express interest in firearms, which we've talked about. Vista Outdoor added 8 million new people to its hunting and shooting categories in 2021, most of which who have been younger generations as well as women and people of color. Now, if you guys have been in the outdoor world or you've been in the gun world for a while, a very large focus in customer demographics and market share has been younger generations, because the youth weren't hunting, they weren't going out. Then you had women who were kind of staying away from the gun thing, and then you had people of color who perceived have been staying away from the gun thing. That's all gone now. However, they're also moving into hunting. Hunting is a really big thing that is not traditional with these groups. The other thing that I want to bring to your attention is these groups that you're talking about, younger generations, women, and people of color, those are all determined by the Democrats as Democratic voting blocks. Not me, Democrats, okay? What do you think that's going to do to their bottom line on vote count? Because we're starting to see it translate to self-reliance, not government reliance. And that is a big point. Now, he even says, Chris Metz says, we haven't seen these trends before. More millennials, more younger generation people, more people of color, women are embracing hunter and field-to-table movements, filling their freezer with fresh meat, embracing safety and self-resiliency. And that little last piece, embracing safety and self-resiliency, is what the Second Amendment is all about. Well, it's a big part of what it's all about. If you are not looking at it from a perspective of, oh, you just want to have an AR-15 to go and, kill a deer 9 million times, that's not what it's about. What it's about is self-reliance, at least for me. It's all about being able to defend ourselves, regardless of from whom, but also be able to put food on our tables and embrace that Second Amendment right, which we are blessed with. It is a blessing that no one else on the planet has, but we do. It's awesome and it's amazing, and it's starting to show up here. Now, this next part of the quote, you can actually pull it up here. Overall, the pandemic seems to have given new life to recreational hunting. Okay, that's good. Early in the year, Michigan and Nevada, states known for wildlife hunting, saw 67% and 30% hike, respectively, in 2020 compared to the last year. Of the new hunters, women and younger generations make up the fastest growing groups, the publication reported. And that's the whole point. We are seeing something on a level that we've never seen in the industry of guns and also in the industry of hunting. And the two things that these two industries have together is self-reliance. Think about how important that is. I know there's bills going on in Congress. I know there's bills in the Senate. Nothing's happening right now. We've got a big job ahead of us at 2022 to make sure nothing continues to happen. But stop and look around what we're looking at. We've had people telling us that guns are evil and we can't have them for coming on 20 years now, maybe even 30 years now. It's not taking. People are going out and buying more guns on record across the board to take their lives into their own hands, and that is a massive win for freedom and for our movement. And be happy about that, guys, because this is something that we've never seen before. You are living in unprecedented times for our movement, and that is awesome. We are going to tell our children how close we were and how we pulled it back. Because every single one of you makes a difference. Whether you're a hunter or you're not a hunter, whether you're a fisherman, a fisherwoman, or you're not, it doesn't matter. Maybe you're only into self-protection. The point is, regardless of your preferences, regardless of your activities, the Second Amendment goes down and filters to all groups, and that is what we're seeing, the across-the-board group of Americans embracing their right and growing in that freedom and self-resiliency, which has been dormant for years, and that's because of you guys. Think about what you're doing. You guys are standing with the wind blowing right in your face, and you are getting yelled at and called all sorts of names. We're getting canceled. We can't have specific Facebook posts. YouTube channels are being canceled and taken off. All of this stuff, and yet we grow. Be proud of that, guys, because every time that you take a bloody nose, it is a badge of courage. And I'm right here with you, and until tomorrow, let me know what you guys think. I'm Braden. See you later.